Hello Mulindi Official TV. How about Uganda? Uganda in a corruption conflict. Today, Uganda arrested 20 people in prison. How about the situation in Uganda? In Uganda is a very dangerous situation. Means that anti-corruption Protestant election in Uganda's capital inspired by Kenya. Uganda Security Force on Tuesday arrested dozens of people who tried to walk to the parliamentary building to demonstrate against high-level corruption in Protestant that authorities say are unlawful. Police and the military destroy heavy various parts of Kampala, where in small groups of protesters had gathered. Some campaigns were laughed up by police as they were forced into the tracks. The police frequently used force to break up demonstrations by opposition leaders and others. The protests are organized by Ugandans who hope to emulate efforts by people in neighbor boundary Kenya whose street action recently forced the president to dismiss almost her entire cabinet after we display opposition to continuous tax proposal. Ugandans has been provoked by mounting allegations of corruption against Parliamentary Speaker Anita Among, who has rejected calls for her resignation. The anti-corruption campaign started with the evaluation of online of irregular expenditure by office of Speaker and other close to her. It is very dangerous in Uganda about corruption conflict. Among any senior member of Uganda's ruling party has since been sanctioned by the USA and the UK. She has denied in wrongdoing, and her supporters say she has been unfairly targeted in the country. His corruption is rampant among officials. She is now the subject of official probe into the sources of her wealth, as well as charges the misuse parliamentary resource. Uganda President Yoweri Museveni, an authorized leader who has been in power since 1986, said at the weekend that street protesters were intolerable. We have defended the direction of Uganda's Revolution Party in the past, and we shall defend it even more now, Museveni said in television address, warning protesters organized that we are playing with fire. Museveni government has long as been accused of shading collapsed by influence office from criminal prosecution after his re-election to sixth term in 2021. Museveni promised to crack down on corruption, but many Ugandans are not hopeful. Located media outline the frequent report on corruption issues, but activities, opposition figures, and others who try to stage street demonstration face arrested under a law that requires them to first notify police of the plans to lie. A Mulindi official give us new update of Uganda corruption conflict. Today we have main news in Africa. Means that Kenya there is a conflict between M23 and government arms of Congo. Means that we have many news in Murindi at Murindi official TV1. Let's give us the 10 top Africa 10 country in corruption. 10 country in corruption in Africa. The first, number one, the last is Senegal. I'm spotlighted on the top 10 listed corruption in Africa country. Starting last position here are the 10 nations that have achieved the lowest level public sector corruption according to the 2023 Corruption Perception Index, CPI. Number 10, Senegal, CPI, score of 43. Senegal Corruption Perception Index. CPI means that Corruption Perception Index. Senegal score of 43. The number 9, Ghana, corruption of square of 43. Ghana, renowned its vibrant culture in history, heritage, emergence of Africa, distant corruption in nation. The Ghanaian government, civil service, and the public officials have expected the Zohit dedication combating corruption, resulting impression corruption perception index score. Corruption perception index. What is progressive measures to ensure greater transparency? His West African nation continues to foster the more favorable environment for businesses and tourism alike, that establishing its place as an attractive demonstration in the global map. Number 8 in corruption score index of 43 is Benin. Benin, for now, the homeland is stable, democratic, with deep history, influence, culture, and religion brought by slaves from Benin to the other part of West Africa. Then number 7, corruption. Number seven is corruption perception index. Number 7 is Sao Tome Principle. Corruption perception index score of 45. It is very, very, very high. Sao Tome and Principe future square is run nation, the Gulf of Guinea, in essence of transparency of good governance. Corruption perception index square of 49. Code Namibia. Number 6. Number 6 is run in Southern Africa. Namibia boasts at least a tapestry of culture and high diversity of wildlife of geographic. It is C. Corruption perception index square of 551. Code Mauritius. Number 5. Number 5. The number 4 corruption perception index is score of 53. Which country? Corruption perception index square of 53. Let me stop here. Let me jump for this square of 43, this country. Let me escape this country. Number 3, Botswana. Corruption perception index square of 49. Core Botswana. A nation marked by fascinating mixed culture and dedication to good governance hold sad spot on this race. The government and even commitment combating corruption coupled with public trust in the national institution has enabled Botswana to achieve high corruption perception index score. This factor reflected Botswana status Africa shining beacon of transparency etc. The number 2 of corruption perception index score of 64. It is high score corruption perception index called Gabo Valley. Gabo is the big country, is very country appearance country, but has score of 46. Gabo. Number one is number one. Who know the number one of corruption perception index? Who is number one? Who know number one? The number one is Seychelles. Capital corruption perception index score of 71. There is a country has escaped behind. I don't want to talk that country. Who know the country? You have to write in my comment. You have to write in the comment of Murindo Official TV the 4 country corruption perception index score. Number 1 is Seychelles, has square corruption perception index of 71. At front of the ranking standing Seychelles at Miss Merzing Archipelago, celebrated for this breathtaking nature once and rich culture heritage. This remark nation impressive corruption perception index square reflective government and waving commitment promoting transparent and combining from high corruption economic growth. Each day's country illustrates that systemic corruption can reduce foresting environment, conductive economic development, stability, and culture prosperity. The impressive corruption perception index score not only reflecting the current commitment to the combating corruption, but also highlight the potential for continued growth development in the future. This corruption country in Africa. How is the corruption perception index score calculated? The corruption perception index score is calculated based expected assessment and survey from around the world. It is ranks country as square from 0 high corruption to 100 very clean, gauging the perceptive level public sector corruption. Thank you for listening. That news update for Uganda and Kenya. Thank you. You have a good news. Have a good night. Thank you.